Hey, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Mass. Let me tilt this because that looks a little cuckoo, right? How are you? In nomine Patri, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. Welcome to Sunday Mass. Great to have you all here. Look, you'll never believe who got in here at number one. Holy macaroni. Amazing. It's the girl with the wrench. It's Carolyn Martin getting in there. I'm in CKM for now. That's right, Carolyn Martin. Let's just give her a big parade. She deserves it. Yay. It doesn't show up so much with this temporary Christmas background that I have. It's kind of meh, but it's all right. I'm using it for now, and it's just fine. And then for more fun, she added a nice super chat in there, $4.99 American to complete the victory. Victory is yours. Amazing. Let's give you a big bang, schmack 'em a gob for that. Let's go, kazoos. Carolyn, fantastic. How great is that? So rare, so rare. And upvoted number one, too. Thank you. It's the trifecta, indeed. And if anybody doesn't deserve it more than her, I don't know, because she's the queen of the Pashers. Am I in the right group? Well, look who got in there, number two, Ray Ray. He was number one the other day. No one likes a scab. Ray Ray. That's unbelievable. But panel power is gracious as always. Congratulations to Carolyn. And indeed. And Mr. Thompson 105 upvoted if you can. I have no watch on. I know, I just realized that. I'm running around. I had a lot of stuff to do today. That's why the show got pushed back a half an hour. Let's put on my latest Timex from M&M Madness. That's the camper van. Let's put that one on. It's weird that I didn't have a watch on. I had to jump out of bed and get cracking today with so much stuff. And I had like 4 or 5 projects on the burner, and then I had to do all bedding and things today, so that was lots of fun. Yeah, there we go. I love this watch. Carolyn Martin's got the same one, and we love it, and it's a great watch. If you don't get a Timex, man, they're fantastic. Andrew Wolkowicz, what are you doing, Canadian? $10. Congratulations to Carolyn. Well deserved. The greatest battles to overcome are within. Ooh, I feel that all should have a belief in something greater than themselves. We should. Be kind, stay warm, and upvote. Let's give you a big schmack 'em a gob for that, my friend. Let's go with yours. Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. Wars. I was going to do a little soliloquy on that, but I decided that would have come out preachy and stupid, and I didn't want to do that. But I think you guys all know where I come from when it comes to war in general. I think the concept of war, the inception of war, is an archaic construct. It's absurd to me that it still exists in any way, shape, or form. Warring nations, warring religions, warring ideologies. It's just, who cares, man? I don't care what you think. I don't care who you worship. I don't care what color you are. I don't care. I don't know why anybody does or should. I just don't get it. It's just annoying. And then, people make it worse by being aggressive and calling you out on Facebook or hurling accusations at people. And, man, the proof's in the pudding. Your people are good or bad by example, like Jesus said. That's why I always say the most unchrist-like people are the people that purport to be the most Christian. It's such a joke to me. They hate everybody. You can't do this. You can't do that. You should be stoned to death. You know who said that? The Christian, that is not. To be Christian, which is really the only one that I know very well because I've never delved deeply enough into other religions. I've scratched the surface on many of them, including Scientology. Not that I was interested, because I never was, but I was like, hey, what's up with these people? Fascinating what people believe in and why they believe in it. Most of the time it was based on ignorance and fear. Let's face it. Explain why there's stars in the sky. What's with this wet stuff that's falling on us? Oh my God, the wet stuff is now frozen. We needed to come up with explanations for stuff. But I do believe in a higher power. I don't know exactly what kind of entity it is. I have my own personal beliefs that I keep to myself. But, the cosmos and how maybe we're a simulation. Well, somebody built that game, if that's true, right? Right? Somebody built it. Somebody built everything. Nothing just happens organically. And if it does happen organically, who created that? Whatever. Everybody needs to calm down with their side of stuff, you know? Just simmer down now. Simmer down now. Dino's in the room. Well done, Carolyn, for taking not the first spot, but the first six spots. Did she do 6 in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4. She did. Congratulations, Carolyn. You deserve it. That's so funny. Spot 13, spot 14, spot 15. You're just trying to get the real estate. What are you, a real estate mogul? You should run for president. Don't forget to vote and subscribe if you can. It really makes a big difference in the world of Sunday Mass, because it's our quiet little show that we just get together every Sunday to talk about how not to be a shitty person and stuff like that. And Split 16 will take a slim win. Glenn Parker is the place to be. Hope you're all well. Can't be here for the live, but we'll catch it later. Well, thank you, Glenn Parker, and we're thinking of you. Everybody, also, talking about thinking of you, I just want to let you guys know, let me read a little bit about this because I got an email. Okay. So just say a little couple of prayers for our good friend Bob Randolph, one of the bashers. Remember a couple of months back we were trying to sell that watch off and auction it for the cat charity. It didn't exactly happen, and that's a sad thing. It was a really good deal, but I guess no bites. And I don't know if it's still available anymore because we haven't really talked about it, other than it doesn't look like it's going to move. But Bob was in a car accident. Somebody decided to take a left-hand turn and cut him off, and he's all banged up. So let's please send our big hearts out to him and get well wishes to our very own Bob Randolph. You guys also might remember him from way back when he was choosing a watch. So he's one of ours, and we care about him. So he says, I'm basically okay, just my right shoulder. I'm pretty banged up. Car accidents get a lot worse than this one, but this one was more than the fender bender. Well, we're thinking of you, Bob, and I'm not going to give out too many details because you're not my story to tell, but we're thinking of you. Light a candle, or have a word, or feed a cat. I don't care. See what you can do, because we love our Bob. Dino says, this is the spell check police here. Paddle Power 3340. Who is Caroline? Oh, okay. It's spelled Caroline. Sponsored by Met Police Sergeant of Spelling, Mr. O'Malley. We all listen, man. I read through that. Listen, I can read through Ray Ray's. And Ray Ray's no idiot. He does that on purpose. He likes to write like Prince did. So I don't think that any of that is like, anything other than what it is. When Ray writes those messages, those cryptic messages, he does it on purpose. I don't know if it's all phonetics. I haven't cracked the code on it yet, but you know that he is, because he's a very bright guy. And he's having a laugh. Melly C. Eminem Madness. Happy Sunday, Father Dirk, and all the bashers. Well done, Carolyn. Exactly. Thank you so much. Big hearts out to the ladies of the bash, as we always do. Carolyn C. Autocorrect is the worst thing ever. I've said this before on the show. Do you have a word that you type incorrectly? You know how to spell it? Mine is because. And I know how to spell Because. I know how to spell it. My fingers, my brain to my fingers always makes me say, like, I'll type it right now. Becuse. The A just doesn't come out when I do it. I don't know why it is, but it happens. Let's not split hairs, says Panel Power, Jean M3, and it's Panel Power 3349, if you will. Forgive me, Carolyn, for I've sinned. Nomini Padre Filii Spiritus Sancti. Finally, some words of wisdom from our very own Julian. The Renaissance 6745 says, the difference between false memories and true ones is the same for jewels. It is always the false ones that take the most real and the most brilliant. Bravo. Very true. The difference between false memories and true ones is the same as for jewels. The false ones that look the most real and the most brilliant. That's true. Yeah. You see people walking around with zircons. There are some things one remembers, even though they may have never happened, says Renaissance. That's true. We all have selective memories at best. We're not all Mary Lou Henner. a famous actress from the show Taxi. She's one of those people. I forget what the name of the condition is. I'm sure Panel Power knows it right away. The people that remember every single millisecond of their lives. It's just like they're a hard drive and they can access every minute by minute. I don't know if it's minute by minute, but I have a pretty decent memory for now. But I'm missing big chunks of my history. Like, like I've said before, my first memory is being in Sligo and my sister getting me a hat, like a sailor's cap. We're on the boardwalk, so to speak, where there's like a confectioner's for ice cream. We're getting ice cream, and she bought me a hat. I think I probably cried because I wanted it, and she gave it to me. And then not much else. Like the next year, and then I don't remember. I don't know. It's weird. Guys, sorry for the obnoxious beginning of the chat with what could appear to be my gloating. How sinful of you, Carolyn. Not a very good Christian Sunday response, so I delegate my song to Glenn. Parker is the place to be. Now you're getting it. Too bad. I'll get Glenn. Glenn got one the other day, right? Did he? I'm not sure. I have to look at the records. Yeah, I listened. There's too many. Listen, like I said a million times, I'm a buffet Catholic, so I'm like the lowest level of obnoxious Christian because, we don't give a shit. But like when there's all these rules that you have to follow, you have to remember that you're a human being and people make mistakes. People get lustful. People, pride is one. It's okay to be prideful to a degree. Pride is okay if you've accomplished something wonderful and you're proud of it. You can be proud of it. But I think that biblically what they meant is something different, like, narcissism or something even worse than that. Right? Am I right? Remember. When we are asleep in this world, we are awake in another. Do you all dream? And do you all remember your dreams? I am not big on dreams. No, because I don't remember them because they say we all do. It's just you go to sleep and your brain starts firing all the neurons and it's probably taking like this one I need to remember. It probably selectively knows which ones to keep accessible. But I don't remember a whole lot of dreams, only if they happen like right as I wake up. Then I generally tend to. It's very interesting. Dreams are fascinating. But let's face it. If somebody comes up to you, oh, you never believe it. I had this dream last night. I was a dog. They're generally kind of moleste to listen to. It's kind of tough. But could be good. Could be a screenplay. Who knows? If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change the way you think about it. Well, that's like the world right now. If you don't like the way the world is going, and most of us don't, change it. That would require youth, vigor, and a lot of money. Because unfortunately, in order to make any kind of change and be elected to office, it's obscene how much money elections cost. It is obscene to campaign for hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Why is it that? Why does that exist? It's terrible. Now with the internet, you would think, because nobody's selling a million records anymore. Maybe a couple of people are, but not many people are buying them. There's a girl who works in a local shop, and I walked up to her counter, and I talk to them all the time. And she was humming something. She goes, "Look at the stars." And I went, "Look at the stars for you. Everything you do, we were all yellow." It's like, and then I was like, "Oh, Coldplay. That's from Parachutes. That's their first album. That was a great album." I like their first two records a lot. Rush of Blood to the Head being the second one. They were like onto something great. And then I don't know what happened. I didn't hate the Roman Catholic choirs to sing, and everybody says that they wrote that, but meanwhile it's a ye old classical melody that anyone can nick from. If John Williams can nick from all the greats, then so can Coldplay. Joe Satriani said he wrote it. Turns out he didn't write it. It's a load of shite. I don't know what happened with them, but I digress to the point where, so now like Coldplay, they don't sell like all the thing about U2 and Oasis. Nobody's selling records anymore. But the internet should be a place where if you wanted to run for office, where there's some kind of advantage to like your political advertisements should be maybe free. So you can get your message out there. So if you wanted to be on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, instead of having to do it yourself, because spending all that money is a disgrace. Such a waste of money. It's like divorce lawyers. Who wins in a divorce? The lawyers. They always win. It's not good. Not good. Nick Brooker says, happy Sabbath. Look out. Happy Sabbath, as we like to say in my little camp. Happy Sabbath, Bashers. Congratulations to Carolyn. Time for a new crown. One that's bejeweled and gold. We'll catch the replay later. Early start and teaching open circuit side mount scuba tomorrow. Brr, that sounds really cold. What does that mean? Open circuit side mount scuba. Nope. Photos to follow. But you sent some photos today, which I'm grateful for, which is terrific. I see that you sent some, right? You did. Random weekend photos. I'm looking forward to that. And Renaissance ends with pictures. The gallery. Thank you so much, Sir Julien. Panel Power 3349. Sorry, the numbers have nothing to do with me. It's just about the spelling. Contact Lord Scotty H. He is the Department of Basher numbers ring. Dial on 076 4213243. The number you require. Never forget the first time I ever called a British assistant, styling assistants. Like, the number you require. It's so formal sounding. Here it's like the number the number is there's no salutation of any kind. It's just terrible. Wishing you peace, joy, and hope this season. And to you too, beautiful Julian. Thank you for all you did this year. So Christmas is Thursday. So I got to figure out what the schedule for the iBashers is this week. I'm assuming Oisin and I will probably do Boxing Day, St. Stephen's Day, day after Christmas show. I'm assuming, but we have to have a proper Christmas show. Maybe it should just be that one. So it's more than likely the Thursday I'll take the night off because I'm not sure what my family's doing yet. We're still working it all out. So it's likely, but I'll let you guys know ahead of time. But it's likely probably Thursday. I don't know if you want to do a pre-Christmas, like a Wednesday drink night, or should we just leave it for Friday? You know what? I'll put a poll up on the iBashers. How about that? That's a great idea, right? Why don't I do that right now? Let's see. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. I don't know the lyrics. Everything you do. I love that song because it reminded me of my dog because she was all yellow. And she was. Create a post. That is what I need to create a post. I want it to be a text poll. What night would the Bashers prefer to celebrate the holidays? Okay. And if I spelled celebrate right, it would be great. Celebrate, celebrate, come on and celebrate. Remember that was a drug they took off the market because it killed everybody. Wednesday, November 24th. That's Christmas Eve. That's going to be rough. Yeah, I got to be very careful with that, right? Wednesday, the 24th, December, of course. Or add another option, Friday. We're going to call it Basher's Day now because we don't have a day after Christmas here. We don't have St. Stephen's Day or, okay, post it. There you go. It's up online right now. So if you want to get in there and dig in, you can tell me what you want to do. And Christmas Day is going to be impossible. I'll let you know right now. But that's the story. Hitesh, thank you so much. I see that you sent out that thing I asked you to send out. Mwah! Hitesh, send me a bill. Thank you so much. Hey, friends. Happy Sunday bashing. Great work on the thumbnail. Hey, you know whose idea that was? The girl with the ranch, Carolyn Merriton, because she is... she's a Minnesota Vikings fan, and of course, I couldn't care less about American football. No interest at all. I've tried. Not going to ever happen. I've tried. Meh, not good. Not my thing. But anyway, I knew she goes, oh, the Vikings. And I went, Minnesota Vikings? they're playing the Giants. So instead of making it a football-y tinged thing, I made it subliminal. So it's a bunch of cat Vikings fighting at war. Indeed. Hitachi says, your package arrived. I will follow the instructions. Yay. Somebody's going to smell good and look good and be all, what is the word I'm looking for? What is it? When you sloth, when you have sloth, I should say, exfoliated, because some of that soap is just absolutely amazing. The incredible soaps of the Vancouver brothers. Good evening, Dirk and all the besties. Hey, Kiki. Have a great show, all. Steve Zaleski. Hey, buddy. How are you? Great to have you on the show. And Fergal's here. How is our girl feeling, Fergal? That's what we're most caring about right now. Good evening, Dirk and all the besties. Hey, Ferg. Working the night shift, so I'll try to catch up later. Okay. So we're sending out big love hearts to Louise. So please, we hope you're well and everything's going well for you. You have gotten over your current not feeling so well thing, and because that's so crap. We don't want that. Martin Bronson, the king of the forest. There he is. Good evening, everyone. Congrats, Carolyn, #1. The ghost of #1. That's what it'll be. I'll have to do the Carolyn at #1 song, which is one of my favorite Jellyfish songs. If you don't like Jellyfish or you don't know Jellyfish, I've talked about them. Great power pop band. If you like the Beatles, and who doesn't? My brother at Thanksgiving said, I understand why you think the Beatles are the greatest band, but they just don't do it for me. Like, well, I'm so sorry to hear that they don't do that for you. Now, my brother has some very eclectic tastes, and it's not that any of it's not good, because he loves Dolly Parton. She's a goddess. He loves the Carpenters. She's a goddess. Richard's great too. But he's never been kind of hip and jiggy with it, never. He's just always kind of marched to his own drum when it came to. He loves Vicky Carr. You could look her up if you. I know Jojo knows who Vicky Carr is, because I can always count on you, Joe. Yeah, so it's very interesting. But he doesn't care for the bit. They don't do it for him, and I'm like, well, that's a shame, because I can't tell you how many millions of stories like Paul's father and people of his age, which is 80, that had to pull off the side of the road. I've heard so many pull off the side of the road stories. They're driving down the road, and Murray the K says, and this is the new one by the Beatles. I want to hold your hand, or please, please me, because nobody had ever written anything like that before. And while, yes, the first couple of records that they did was rooted in American rock and roll, Chuck Berry and Bill Haley and the Comets and all blues and black music and all that stuff, it still was completely new and different, and nobody was doing music like that. So to hear something like that on the radio, I've heard a million people pulled off to the side of the road and had to just listen to it and go like, what the hell is that? It's like, looking at a comet or a shooting star. And I tried to explain it. He doesn't care. And that's fun. I'm not going to say he's not a musical person. He likes to go to shows. But he doesn't. He took guitar. I have his guitar. He had a 1960s Yamaha nylon string guitar, and I have it because he gave up on it after he learned this land is your land. And this land is your land. This land is my land. From the New York Ocean to, I don't even know the words. That's from the Pacific. I don't know the words that. But anyway, it doesn't sound like it would be very politically correct, does it? It's like, let's apply that to Palestine. It's like, your land is our land. Your land is our land. That would be a great parody song, wouldn't it? That would be funny, really funny. Dave Fitzsimons. Well done, Carolyn. Lighting a candle for all your kind souls. Thank you, and especially for Bob. Thank you so much, Dave Fitzsimons. Lighting candles all over the world. I didn't get a chance to go up to church today, and it's locked because the last mass was at 12:30. So, and then they lock it on Sunday. It's not open all day like it used to be. Couldn't, like the old days were great, There's nothing like walking into a church when there's nobody in there, man. Just something very special about it. As for the walkabout scenario, that is another thing on the list. And I might have a special guest or two on that. And I'm hoping that it could be I'm hoping it's Tuesday. I'm hoping. You know who guests, the two guests that are kind of like semi committed to doing a walkabout with me before Christmas. I think it's a great idea. I think Tuesday would be the perfect day. What do you think? I'd love it. And there's Jojo. Handsome Joe, handsome Joe. Oh, congrats, Carolyn. Thank you, Jojo. Wonderful to have you live in the room. And there's Sitesh. Awesome. Awesome indeed. I'm so glad. She's going to love it. I know the woman. She's going to absolutely love it. And there's the beautiful Robin's bird. Hi, Robin's bird. Nice, Carolyn. Happy holidays, Joe. Happy holidays to you and yours, and all the best wishes and beautifulness in the world. I hope all of your dreams come true. All of them. Thank you, Robin's bird. We can't. What would we do without you guys? The ladies of the bash. There's Daniel Gutierrez. Hello, bastards. Hello, Daniel. How are you? Everybody get their calendars, or they're almost got their calendars, or I don't know. They're all out there. They're all out there. Basher Y has made sure they all went out there. So where are they? Hello, bastards. Daniel, I have a demolished limited edition Pringles roast turkey gone in 60 seconds. I don't even know what that means. Pringles being a potato chip that never took off in the States, but in Europe and elsewhere, Pringles is a very big thing. I don't like that processed potato in a perfect cylinder thing. I don't know. It never took off here. Pringles, they're weird. Pringles are weird. M3, that really exists. Drowned them with a pint of vino. You guys are being fresh. Do you think Dirk would eat them being they are not real turkey? Listen, Dino. Potato, smoky bacon. I eat those because it's not real bacon. It's like some fake thing. They are, it says suitable for vegetarians on it. It does say that. Yeah, I mean, but I eat a turkey one. Oof, that sounds terrible. I don't know what is a turkey. I don't remember what turkey tastes like. I guess it tastes like chicken. I guess, but gamier, is that right? I mean, I had it when I was a kid. Trying to remember exactly what I thought of it. Not much, because I loved stuffing. And to be fair, my family always made, even though I wasn't a vegetarian when I was a child, only when I was a young teen. My mother always made stuffing outside the bird. We weren't experienced enough in the ways of French culinary cuisine to create the perfect Thanksgiving turkey, to take that. And of course, the French are masters at cutting off the circulation and the bowels to create, lots of different torturous meat foods. But yeah, I would eat them, or maybe it probably says suitable for vegetarian. Who makes those? Oh, Pringles, you say. Pringles, you say. Sunday blessings, Basha says Carlos Paggi. Sunday blessings to you. I should do this. I should come up with a thing for this. That'll be like you're repelling Satan, right? Hope you're all well. We are, Carlos, and great to have you on the show. Yeah, sure. Jojo for Vicky Carr. Listen, there's a couple of things I know he's gonna get, and Vicky Carr is one of them. She had that big song. I don't remember how it goes. Like, it must be him. It must be him. She's an opera singer that sang pop music. $4.99. You're hilarious there, Jojo. My brother loves Vicky Carr. I mean, it's like an inside joke in the family. We talk about Vicky Carr all the time. He loves her. She's good. God, Vicky Carr. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of her. Well, Vicky Carr. Let's see. Oh, she was so cute. Let's see. See if I'll get demonetized by doing this. Doing that. That's cool. Oh yeah. Okay, now you get it. You get what that is. Vicky Carr here on the iBash. She's a great singer. I tell myself, la da 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 da. I must be him. It must be him. It sounds like an old Italian song. How many Italian songs from the 50s and 60s were brought over to America and Americanized, like um, Quando, and all those kinds of great things. And of course, later on, Laura Branigan. Tremendous stuff. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. Thank you so much, Carlos. I've known vegetarians that buy vegetarian pepperoni that mimics the real deal. I've tried that. I've tried them all. I'm not interested though. I've said this before on the show. I used to buy the phony bologna when they made it. They don't make it anymore. Other brands do, and it's not good. There's a company called Tofurkey. I'm not really looking for meat substitutes because I don't care. I'm not. Oh man, I'd love a cheeseburger because there's garden burgers, and you put sloppy pickles and lettuce and tomato and ketchup and mustard and mayo and cheese, and they taste the same on a seeded roll. I can pretty much fake a burger. I did buy the Impossible Burger once, and I didn't like it, and it actually made me ill. And you squeeze it, and it's juicy like blood. It's gross. So, listen, the people that are looking to buy the fake meat, vegetarian fake meats, are generally the people that will eventually go back to eating meat. And I have absolutely, there is not a chance in hell, there is no possibility that could ever happen. If everybody's like, what if you crashed on a plane and everybody died? Wouldn't you eat them? I hope I never have to figure that out. What if there was a dog on the plane? I'm like, oh no, man, I would never eat. No, I'd eat a person before I'd eat a dog. Does that sound crazy? But I would. I don't want to eat any. Oh gosh, just the idea of it is just. Listen, I've been a vegetarian for I don't even know how many years. 50 years, 45 years, 40. A long time. Never been tempted. It's not because I've never been interested in. It's not about my health. I couldn't give a rat's arse. It's just no. I just don't eat my friends. I just don't do it, and it was never right for me from birth. I knew throughout my childhood that I chewed it up, spit it out, put napkins, I hit it. It was never something I never liked it. So you just know. People know. It's like people who don't eat eggplant, which I don't understand because it's so good. I'm with Andrew. It was aliens. Daniel, wow, what like a plant-based burger? Yeah, they're good, man. If I want a burger, I had one when my friend was in town last Friday night. We went to the local pub in our neighborhood, and they have a whole collection of, it's like corn, black beans, and cheese, and carrots, and celery. And they mix it up and they make a patty out of it and they put it on the bun just like they do with a burger. And it's really, really good. Yeah. Dirk, what's the plan for next week's streams? I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it as normal. We'll definitely do a big New Year's night for sure. We'll have a big party, big rock and roll party. Maybe I can get Emmett on and Dana on. I'll see whoever wants to come on. Maybe we'll just have guests on the show. You guys can have everybody come on for like 10 minutes or so. We'll have a panel show. I don't know how to do panel shows, so I don't want to keep it crazy, but just maybe like live bashers. But yeah, I'm gonna be Friday night. Will definitely come on because that's that'll be Bashers Day. I'll be back on Sunday Mass, and then Tuesday. Yeah. Maybe you'll do. Maybe the bulk of the walkabouts will be that week, right? What do you think? Anyway, I put it on there. Maybe I should edit that thing, right? Should I edit it? Oh shit! Maybe I should edit that. Go to posts. Why is that not there? Go to posts. Oh, look at this. This is wrong. I gotta edit this. Can I edit this? Ask myself. The Bashers prefer to celebrate that. I wrote when do, and why did that not come out there? How do I edit this? Ask myself. I'm gonna get rid of this. What's in Carolyn's box? That's gone. There's my COVID test. That's gone. Okay. Bike about. Delete. Let me see how we get this. I want to fix this. Am I not allowed to do this? Create. Create a post. Oh, yeah, I gotta edit this thing. 50% wanted on Christmas Eve and 50% wanted on Friday. so far. Why can't I change this? How do I edit this thing? There's no edit button here. Share, dislike, delete. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Sorry, I typed it wrong. I apologize for that. I did it too quickly. So yeah, we'll figure it out. Best wishes for better days, indeed, Bobby. Yep, we have a place called Whole Foods that sells all kinds of stuff like that. We have a place called Whole Foods. I guess, yeah. If you don't live here, burgers, sausages, all vegetarian. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I like Whole Foods. It's a very expensive store, but it's good. I don't have one near me, but so I don't go there. I go to another place called Trader Joe's, which is very, very, very affordable. Get well soon, Bob says Melly C. Thank you, Melly C. I just watched Avatar Fire and Ash in 3D at the cinema. Entertaining enough. I thought 3D movies were dead. I mean, it was a shitty movie, though, right? I mean, Avatar was such a bad movie. And now I saw the promo. I've not seen the other two. Obviously, no one's new. I don't remember what the other one was called. Fire Walk with Me or The Shape of Water or whatever it's called. It's a video game, you know? I mean, that's what's weird. I mean, I don't know. I like James Cameron, don't get me wrong. I love The Abyss, it's one of my favorite movies. It just looks too fake to me. Just look like a video game. And I don't go to movies anyway, so when that shows up. Bob says Dino. There you go. Hyperthemia. Hyperthymesia. Hyperthymesia. Is that how you say it? Jojo? Hyperthymesia? I got it right the first time. That's the word. That's crazy that people can. Very talented. She's great. And she's still JoJo. She's still a ride. Ride. She's still gorgeous, that girl. Absolutely. Bob Carolyn says, Bob, get well soon. You get well soon, Bob. We want you in there for quite a while. Politicians morally flexible and financially available. Let the bidding begin. Yeah, that's the problem. Everybody's for sale. When's the last person that actually showed up that wanted to really change the world and make life a better place? It didn't happen. Hey, here's my good friend me. Good morning and happy solstice. Happy solstice to you, Wicked One. Great to have you. I had a friend who was great at analyzing dreams. Right. So you're on the float and you're going through a giant donut. Oh God. I mean, yeah. There are people that specialize in that and they make a lot of money doing it, you know. These days, plug your dreams into Google AI. Oh, is that true? The Google AI. Now, which one is that? That's got a name, right? I don't use it. I use ChatGPT. I know there's a lot of AIs out there in the world to choose from. Whose is the best? I'm not quite sure. Turns out ChatGPT was invented by Elon Musk and company. Yay. Hey, it's Blinky Room. Hey, Bashers, and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Happy Hanukkah and Happy Kwanzaa and Happy New Year and Happy Solstice and all those things, whatever you celebrate, because who cares? You know, celebrate what you want, believe in what you want. So it doesn't matter. Just be a nice person and treat everybody with respect and kindness and dignity. And that would be it. And you don't have to worry about any other shit. Who cares that your God is named Xenu? Well, okay. Have a nice day. You want what looks good to you on the menu? Oh, who cares? Who cares? I don't care. People are too up other people's holes. Daniel says, hey, Oasis are making a fortune on selling vinyl since they've mastered the collection plus anniversary editions. They're milking it. Yeah. Oh, your boy said something very bad the other day, Dino. Very bad. He went on record saying heavy metal is shite and all this stuff and whatever. Liam, leave it to Liam, won't you? He is a great provocateur. Sure, none of the metal people really care because they're friends with him because they like Oasis. You know, crazy. Like I saw a picture of him hanging around with like Kirk Hammett. That's metal. I'm working every day with only Christmas Day off. Boo hiss, Andrew. Boo hiss. I'm an alpha number. I am a free man. Where is the poll? Is it not posted? It's posted. It's on the YouTube. I can't do it here live. Wouldn't it be great if I did it here live? No, it's on YouTube. It's on like the main iBashers page. Daniel at posts. Hugh. When I think of Hugh, who do you think of? When you think of the name Hugh, how many Hughes did you know? I knew Hugh Carey, Hugh Masekela, Hugh O'Brien, and Hugh Downs. How many Hughes can you think of? Hugh Grant, right? Is that his name? Hugh Grant. Is it Hugh Grant? It is, right? Shit. Am I wrong about that? Because after a while, you say a word long enough. Yeah, it's Hugh Grant. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. After you say Hugh a couple of times, it just sounds like a fake word. Uh, does anyone else not see the poll? Get off the poll, Daniel, will you? Dean, I still have the first Avatar film 3D demo disc I got free with my Panasonic TV I had back then all them years ago. Guess what? I still have my Panasonic plasma and I rebuilt it and it's still great. I said they're going to take that out of my cold, dead hands because I love plasma. I love it. Laverne loved it. Her plaque is right there that my sister Pat got me right in front of it where she slept. All of her oils are still on the glass. I like a glass front. You know, I love it. I love it. Topster says, I have all the Beatles remaster albums after extensive listening on my hi-fi system. I agree with your brother-in-law. Overrated, just like Springsteen and the Rolling Stones. You can't overrate the Beatles, Topster, because they are the rating. Everyone is, they invented it all. So therefore, everything is compared to them. If you're a musician, I mean, especially you're trying to write a pop song or progressive rock or whatever, they invented so much. Now my brother-in-law is my biological brother, my older brother. Those records in mono. Springsteen, I have tremendous respect for him. But like I like 3 or 4 songs of his a lot, and then I don't really care. And the Rolling Stones, like again, they've got like 3 or 4 songs. They didn't reinvent the wheel. See, that's the thing with the Beatles, though. It's you can like them or dislike them, but they did reinvent the wheel, and they are the barometer, the standard by which all are judged. Because everything that came after them borrowed from them. I don't care if you're the Plasmatics or Gentle Giant or Blondie or REO Speedwagon or Cheap Trick. I don't care who you are. Somewhere along the line, you nicked a bunch of stuff from the Beatles. It's just the math in it. I mean, you could say I don't like. Think about this. Think about a song like Help, a song like I Want to Hold Your Hand, a song like like those early Beatles songs, and then he wrote Yesterday, and then then Tomorrow Never Knows. Then all of a sudden they're writing stuff like She's Leaving Home and A Day in the Life and Lovely Rita Meter Maid. They got Cheeky, and then Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane, and then Experimental on the White Album, and then the glory that is Abbey Road with like the Golden Slumbers medley and Carry That Weight. And I mean, it's just the math. It's just the math, and I don't know. I think I was born a few years too late. I'm way more Jerry. Oh, you're a deadhead. Is that right? Oh, okay. Well, I get it, but I think Jerry liked the Beatles. Listen, all I could think of was watching, because I was watching the new Scorsese remaster of whatever the hell that is on HBO. HBO. It's the new version of the Beatles anthology. And like they landed in Kennedy Airport and Pan Am and all that stuff. I was like, wow, I wasn't born yet. And all that shit was happening and I missed it. But all the people I know like that were there for it, it was life changing. So, and I've said this about Kiss too, I understand why people wouldn't get that band. I totally get it. Man, I'm so grateful I was born when I was, and that I was a kid when they came out, and that I got the fantasy and I got the music and I wanted to be in the Kiss Army. It was like it was something to belong to. And I watched a really cool show the other night on YouTube. It was some very kind of, I'm not going to say he's obnoxious, but he definitely's got like alembic basses and Philip Kupicki. He's got, prog rock and roll arsenal of stuff. And he's very eloquent. And I suspect he's Canadian because he's Siddabute. And, he's like, I listen, I'm going to put on a Kiss album. You guys told me to listen to Destroyer. I'm going to listen to it begrudgingly because I know that they're garbage. And I like progressive jazz. I'm into Mingus, and I'm into, if I hear one more person say Jaco or Mingus or Miles, everybody's like, yeah, dig it, Miles. Coltrane. Yeah, wow, that makes you sound so elocuted. It's a load of shit. And then he puts on Kiss Destroyer and he fucking loved it because it's an amazing record. And you know what it did for, like, I guess what the Beatles did for the generation before me, gave you something to be excited about, like Detroit Rock City, King of the Nighttime World, Flaming Youth. You wanted to be a part of that thing, They talk about going to the show, and you'd go to the show. And I went to the shows in the 70s. I got to see Kiss because my sister took me. And it was mind blown. But yeah, there's a lot of you got to be there. Sure there is. Yeah. Like Taylor Swift. I'll never get that. I don't think she's incredibly good looking. I don't think she's incredibly talented. I don't think she's incredibly unique. I don't think much at all, other than she seems like a nice person and she's very cool about giving her riches away, sharing the wealth with people. And people are, it's a tax write-off. I don't care that it's a tax write-off. She's making people happy. But like musically, I listen to her catalog. I get Billie Eilish. I get Gaga. I don't get Olivia Rodrigo. I don't get, I don't get Dua Lipa other than she's hot. But her music is so plagiarized. It's like she's got that one song that goes da na 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 na. Really? Whatever. It's crazy. Merry almost Christmas, everyone, from Tracy Ferris, Ladies of the Bash. There you are, Tracy Ferris. Big one for you. Thank you so much, Ladies of the Bash. Garcia Greville. I totally get it. Like, see, now those are two things I would never listen to. Hendrix is too noisy for me, and I know he invented the wheel. I know he didn't reinvent it, he invented it. I get that. And the Dead. I've never smoked weed, so I had friends that were into the Dead, and my friend Paul Metzger took me to see the Grateful Dead when I was about 16, and I just remember going, oh wow, that was quick, because I had fallen asleep. It was too lazy for me, but that's me. That's what's great about art. That's what's great about art. Really great about art. It's subjective, and it all moves people in different ways, and that's what it should be. I'm so done with. What do you mean you don't get that record? Ah! Oh my God, the record changed my life. It doesn't mean it's going to change your life. Yeah, it's like going to see the Mona Lisa. I remember going to see it and going, oh wow, it's really small, and there was like too many people in front of her. It was really hard to look at. Other things that I was alone with and had time to inspect, I enjoyed more. Well, it depends, time and a place. I think you hit the nail on the head with that. Some people don't like the Beatles. Some people have also fallen off the bicycle and hit their head. It's okay. Not everyone can ride a bike. There you go. Andrew, words of wisdom. Amazing. I'm going to give you a smash on the gob for that, because that's yeah. Turkey tastes like turkey. And maybe, oh no, are we divorced now that you hate? Same, oh, because she's into the Dead, yeah. She was one of her brother Steve, oh boy. Now, Steve, the reason why I broke up with Steve as a friend, one, his friends were way too into getting high, and she had better taste. She did not inflict the Grateful Dead thing on me. She goes to see Dead and Company religiously. But he turned me on to Renaissance and Kate. I'd never heard of Kate Bush. She turned me on to Kate Bush. Kate Bush, Annie Haslam, and the list goes on and on and on. All the really great like ladies of music. She got me into Heart. You got me into Heart first. Definitely. All that stuff. You to blame for all of my musical fascination. So all the girls, my sister Pat and me, we were probably the people. My friends all liked what I liked. We liked Kiss, we liked Rush, we liked Iron Maiden, we liked Black Sabbath. And I secretly loved Verdi and Bellini. Stovetop, Think Outside the Bird. Is that Is that their tagline? That's a great line. Stovetop is a brand of stuffing for those of you who don't know off the top of your head. Canadian calendar, love it. Thank you, Mark and hey, Mark and Heather. So happy you guys got it. Yay. So happy. So happy. Gives me Christmas goosebumps. Crocodile tastes like chicken. Snake frog tastes like chicken. They say they taste like turkey. Is that true? Crocodile. Ooh. Turkey, the candles in the window have not gotten any shorter since the last time. I'll just throw it in Photoshop and I'll put the candles down really low, right? Maybe RW, this is hilarious. Vicky Carr, Flip Wilson, the Carol Burnett, the threesome you didn't know you're missing out on. Fantastic. It was that on Carol's show, or it could have been on the Flip Wilson show. Flip Wilson was genius. I don't think you will get demonetized over the Vicky Carr. I don't want to. She does a Shirley Bassey thing. It's like, I don't know where to go. Elvis stole me after you heard Mario Alonso. Well, everybody stole from Mario Alonso, JoJo. Didn't they all? I mean, who didn't? I mean, really. Mario Alonso was probably the first great operatic singer that made decent sounding recordings, because before that, you had like Caruso, terrible, and none of the greats. Like, I'm obsessed with Rosa Poncel. She's one of my favorite artists from way back yesteryear, and they're all, you can barely hear it. They were recorded on, on a Victrola, on cylinders. But Mario Lanza, and one of the greatest singers of all time, definitely. Fake meat is full of chemicals. It is. Yeah, and that's another thing. You look at it, it's science. I certainly don't need to get a fake burger that looks and tastes exactly like meat. As a matter of fact, I don't want it. It's now or never. He had to work to hit that note at the end. It's now or never. Amazing song. Amazing. Who wrote it? It's now or never. It's probably Anka, right? He wrote everything. What if veggie patties were shaped like animals? No, thank you. It's like eating animal crackers and biting the heads off a rooster. That doesn't sound very good. Dedicus, I do not see any poll. Where are you at? Oh, man. You go to the channel dashboard. All right, let me go here. Where is it? Latest poll. Okay, go to post tab. 33 minutes ago, 6 votes. Now people are saying Christmas Day. I'm going to take that off there, guys. Christmas Day is definitely not going to happen. I got a comment. First, sorry, you guys are voting on first. Why can't I edit this, though? It's so annoying. Why is this not editable? Hold on a second. Let me see. I don't know what I'm up to right now. So, can I edit a YouTube text poll after I post it? Yes, you can edit a community text poll after posting, but with limitation. Change the text questions on a computer via YouTube's history page. By finding the post and clicking the 3-dot options, you cannot add, remove choices, or change the type. Why would they do that? Is that not silliness? Okay, I'm seeing it right here. Current poll. Latest poll. Go to post tab. It's in posts. There's the 3 dots, and it only gives me delete. I don't know. I'm not going to waste my time on that. Anyway, guys, got to get to the Gallery of Bastards right now. Holy crap. I've been yakking on Bashes down. The Gallery of Bastards. Send me the shots, the sublime the Gallery of Bastards. You share them with me, and I share with the world. Look out. Let's start out with a Christmas card from Julian to the Bashers. How wonderful, Julian. Thank you so very much. And how pretty is that? Look at that. That's so joyous and festive and beautiful. Thank you. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, and happy holidays to all who don't celebrate and celebrate something else. It's your holiday. Why shouldn't you celebrate? Celebrate. Come on and celebrate. That's great. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Mr. Brooker, random weekend photos. Uh-oh, I see Tilly on tap. Oh, hello, beautiful Tilly. Hello, honey. Yeah, beautiful lady. Oh, there he is, looking great. This Elliot Brown. Look at that big. What do you got? What is that? You got a Tesla? What kind of big car is that with a big screen like that? Do you have a Tesla, as the British and the Irish say? They don't say Tesla. They say like Les Paul. I have a Les Paul. As if his name was Leslie, and it wasn't. It was Lester. So it's not technically Les Paul. It's Les Paul. Lester, not Leslie. Anyway, gentleman named Leslie. Oh, look at this. Having a grand. Oh, look at this. Just like Mork and Mindy, especially Mindy. Look at that. That looks like a comfy, cozy room, man, for sure. Oh, look at your Christmas tree. It's beautiful. Wow. Lucky all yous with all those gifts. Look at you have a proper bar in the house. Wait a second. Don't tell me this is in your no, it's not. You're at the pub. You went down the pub. Wouldn't that be crazy if that were true? It would be cool to have a bar in your house, but you'd have no reason to go out. It's like Italians are telling me, like, you don't have a coffee machine at home. You might have a mocha because you go out for your coffee. You go to the cafe, go to the bar for coffee. You don't make coffee in your house. Why would you do that? You go there because it's the first thing you do in the morning. Italians go downstairs. They have coffee and a cigarette, and then they go to work. Oh, the hat. Look at that is beautiful. Oh, I want to go to there. Look how great that is. Wow. The Hadley Bowling Green. Oh, that a great shot. Look at her. She loves going to the pub, huh? Love it. I like your purple harness. Thank you, Mr. Brooker. How fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Martin Brown, iBash's gallery picks, just a short Bronson video from today. We'll take any Bronson we could possibly get. You name it, we'll take it. Let me download this and pop it open right now. Now, this should. Can I? Oh, yeah. Gotta figure that out. Let's see. What do we got? Bronson, ladies and gentlemen. Was he have a pen? I was going to play with a pen. Cats invent their own toys. Oh God, the pile of the carpet is and the claws is giving him a hard time just grabbing that thing. Bronson. Oh, you legendary beast. There's nothing cuter when you want to entertain yourself with a cat. Take anything and put it on take anything and put it on the edge of a table, and they'll just go like this until it falls off. That's what they'll do. 100%. They entertain themselves. That's what they do. Melly C. Snoopy says, make kindness your superpower. Let's pop up this video. That's not a video. It's a screen thing. I'll read it. Because why wouldn't I? Because I'm Snoopied out today. We often walk through the world blind to the silent storms raging in the hearts of those around us. A smile can mask 1,000 tears, and a calm exterior can hide a soul fighting for its very survival. Since we can never truly measure the depth of another's burden, amen, let our default response always be grace. Your simple act of kindness might be the only light in someone's darkest hour. Choose to be the warmth in someone's winter. Be kind always. I love that. And I agree with that 100%. And I say it every day. Do something nice for a stranger, man. See somebody fumbling or whatever. It doesn't matter. It can make their day. You have no idea what it can do for them. Eminem madness, Malk and Mindy madness. Eminem madness, Malk and Mindy madness. Yeah, there's Mark. Mark for president, everybody. Oh my God. Amazing. Amazing. Sleepy Mindy. Hello, Mindy, baby. You look very sleepy today. Oh, Mark. You character, you. Mindy, beautiful baby. There's a part two because we're so very lucky. Today is the day. Merry Christmas, Dirk, and all the bashers. Oh, okay. That's not that. Oh, I had to wait. I can't do that. I almost screwed up the Mork and Mindy madness thing. Hold on, share that screen. Mork and Mindy have a song, man. Eminem madness, Mork and Mindy madness. Eminem madness, Mork and Mindy madness. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought there was part two. There isn't. But anyway, Mork and Mindy madness. Everybody got to do it the right way or not at all, as I say. Merry Christmas, Dirk, and all the bashes from Melly C and Auntie M. She's got her kiss sweater. This is you're in the Thaco Circus. Because that is definitely not a Thraley. That looks like Tommy Thayer. Eric Thinger. But God gave rock and roll to you. Gave rock and roll to you. He gave a soul to everyone. Thank you, Melly C. You get it. You grew up in my Kiss world. You had to be there. You really did. You had to be there. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Mr. Julian with his photographic artworks for this Sunday, December the 21st. Look at that beautifulness. Wow. How in the world is that a thing? Wow. Hey, that's cool. Is this inside your castle? This is the type of place I expect Julian to live in. Some place with footmen, etc. Entries like that, servants holding candelabra. What is the correct conjugate of candelabras? Can't be candelabras. Candelabri? They came in carrying hundreds of candelabri. Candelabri. Can't be candelabras. That would be too clunky. Beautiful. I love they're all in the same kind of style. Wonderful. Wonderful. Gorgeous. Oh, I like a good lamppost. And I especially loved glass that's been treated. Beautiful, Julian. Astonishing. Oh, wow. Is this indoors or outdoors? Oh, it's indoors because there's glass. Because this couldn't withstand it. Is that steel or is that wood? Are we in a church or are we not in a church? We never know with Julian where we are. We're in the fantasy world that he made up, which is true of Julian's work. Ah, I think that perhaps these are in the same place. Interesting rosettes and some kind of mollusks or shells, but is that glass? Oh, it has to be. Oh, wow. Look at this texture. I thought it was wood at first, but wood doesn't ever look like that, does it? Huh, Julian, I'm so beguiled. This is beautiful. Kind of like an Elsa Peretti drop chandelier. Like there were 40 chandelier. There's the conjugate of that. You don't say chandeliers. You just say chandelier. There were 40 chandelier. It's like the British say, oh, it costs £40. Never £40. Oh, it was 40 pounds. Oh, I like to bet it was like 2p off. It's a Benny Hill joke. It's 2p off. Amazing. Oh, and look at this bucking the trend and being completely original. I don't even know. We have some kind of lotus flower motif juxtaposed with, wow, like a Miami Beach color palette. And there's multiple things in this photograph. Julian, that's frameable and crazy. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Hey, who's this guy? Wow. Wee Kazowie. What is that? Very intriguing. This is not part of your clown thing. Is it an apparition? Is it a projection? Because he's see-through. And look at that. He's wearing some kind of tights. Because look, you can see the musculature of his calves and his kneecaps. Fascinating. What is that, Julian? And then, of course, back to the basics of Julian. Representing architecture in its purest form. Complex and beautiful. Julian, astonishing. That is, what do you call that stuff? not. It's a kind of marble, not Carrera. It's the one with all the pores in it. I always forget what that's called. Beautiful, Julian. Astonishing, ladies and gentlemen, the art of our very own Julian. Yay! Beautiful stuff. Thank you, kind sir, for sharing your world with us. Every week, we appreciate it greatly. Mr. Mackenzie, Auntie Jude. Oh, he's got some serious wines lined up for it. Is Fergal watching right now? He's got the La Chapelle de Haute-Bage. Okay. Oh, then you got some Spanish wine. Okay, what you got there? I don't even know what that is. La Garagouille. I don't know what that is. I know what Chateau Ravier and Domaine de Losta Estebal's. Look at that. That's right up my street, Saint Emilion. I don't know what this is. It's French though, huh? Yeah. Les Gorgoules. Les Gorgoules. I've never had that. Looks good. Looks in a burgundy bottle. So it must be it's Corbière. Corbière. I love the Liberal, by the way. I've had it many, many times, and it's delicious. You got the 2016, the old 2016. You bought a case of that. Very nice. I think you're going to be very happy with that one. Oh, look at this more. Campo Viejo, the Peter Lehman, the Burl, the Chateau Gade Terfort, Med Cru Altissin, 2019. I don't know that, but it looks good. I'd buy that if I saw that on the counter. I would totally buy that. That's nice. And what is this? That is a Barossa Shiraz, as the Australians say. The Aussies say Shiraz, which is just Syrah. They just call it Shiraz. Look at that. Is this your home, or is just you just peeping on neighbors? That looks like a very homey Christmas. Oh, this is. Oh, look at the palm trees everywhere. You live in like one of those communities where it's like a cul-de-sac. How pretty is that? Oh, there's a Tesla right there. So it's possible. Are they popular in the United Kingdom? Dino, everybody, he's going to get loaded on some great wines for the holidays. You deserve it. Thanks, kiddo. Thank you so much. Gallery Restoration 1. Hey, the Bashers seemed to enjoy the episode where you featured Marshall restoring a burned watch. That was Emmett O'Malley's friend's watch. Restoring a burned watch. So here's one of my efforts. It has sentimental value for my friend and was quite abused by him while working in a coffee factory. It finally succumbed to heat, steam, trauma, and stopped. Working with titanium is tricky, but I got it running and saved it. How cool is that? Thank you. Grazie. Thank you. Gracias, Carlito. Let's pop this open and take a look. It's a Seiko. How cool is that? Seiko titanium. Look out. Wow. Do you have before and after shots? Oof. That looks like Japanese characters. That's so much scratching. Oh man, look at that. That is beat to shit. Oof. Ouchie, ouch, ouchie, ouch, ouch, ouch. But listen, it's a tool watch and he was using it as such. So buttons. Wow. Oof. Is that coffee? The 33L4GI. Wow, look at that thing. Wow. Great looking dial too. So this is after. What did it look like before? Holy shit, that's crazy. I mean, I would polish those. I'd polish those out, get them buffed down. Why not? How the hell did the gouges happen though, man? That's rough. Oof. Oh, there's more pictures on the other emails. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Restoration 2. Okay. So that's you going to town just like Marshall did. How cool is that, Carlos? Carlitos. Carlito. Oh, that's looking beautiful already. Oh man, come on. Oh wow, you did a beautiful job on that. Ooh, man, pins and sleeves. Look out. Pins and sleeves and bears. Oh my. Lions and tigers and pins and sleeves. Oh my. Look at that. I think there's more. Hold on. That looks amazing. Yes, there is. Restoration 3. Oh, all cased up. Oh, you did a man. You're like, what? Do you have a channel where you do this, Carlito? Look how amazing that looks. Wow. Holy shamoly. Look at the job you did on that. You have to have a lot of patience for that. Wow, it looks like a brand new watch. Oh, that was very nice of you to do. Wow, that looks beautiful. The Seiko chronograph titanium 100 meters is a 33RI. What we saw earlier? It looks like a brand new watch. Holy macaroni. That's beautiful. You did an amazing job. Wow. Look at that. I didn't know you. Woof, that looks so satiny and beautiful. And look at that. And you got the polished on the underside, on the sides, because it's fully brushed, right? Or satinized, as Tim would say. Tim Masso. Satinization, as he likes to say. This is beautiful. What a restoration. It's incredibly done, man. You did a beautiful job. You're very talented. I didn't know you did this. You have your own channel? Do you do this kind of thing like what Marshall does? If so, send me the link, biatch. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. So many talented people on the Bashers. Look at that. Gorgeous. Incredibile. Carlos, you are amazing. Amazing. Wow. Thank you, kiddos. Then we got Sunken Treasures, which is otherwise known as the Blinky 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 Room in the Blinky 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 Room. What do you got for us today, Blink? Citizen 7-star. 7-star. Sounds so metal, right? That's a pretty watch. It's got Mercedes hands. Look at how are they allowed to do that? Who had it first? Who had it first? And who made the very first move? Anybody know what song that's from? Good trivia question. Then I know one person who's going to know the answer to that. Wow, this is beautiful, Blink. You have quite the collection, man. Quite the collection. Hey, Roar of the Tiger. How are you? Great to have you. Roar of the Tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Beautiful, Blink. As always, you got such a cool collection, man. Hey there, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Big hearts out to the ladies of the Bash. Beautiful ladies. Yeah, we love it that you're here. We love it. We love the ladies of the Bash. JHB, happy Sunday listening while out again with his beautiful IWC and driving. He's driving. He's driving on that midnight train to Georgia. Leaving on that midnight train. Wow, that's a great shot. That bracelet is. Yeah. IWC, man. We did a whole show on that one time because I'm like, I need to know more about IWC. I know people love, are crazy about the brand, and it's a great brand. Crazy. Crazy about IWC. Schaffhausen. And Schaffhausen. Beautiful, man. Thank you so much. That's so cool. Thank you, JHB. You rock. Gift from a dog walker. Aw. Oh, just. Oh boy. Forever loved Ivy. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Is that like is it like a sign that you hang? Or is it like a beautiful cloth or a cover? Beautiful. That's very kind of them. Namani Padri Fili Spiritu Santi, Carolyn. Yeah, I know. It's tough. On guard. Hey. Look how big you got. Holy mazzoli. Incredible. On guard. You taught her well. Look how big she got so fast. How did that happen? And so muscular. Man, they're incredible. Beautiful beasts. Beautiful, beautiful beasts. Probably waiting for daddy, right? I bet. Right, Carolyn? Probably waiting for daddy. That's what they all do. And nap needed. Oh. She is so peaty. It's not even funny with that one ring around the eye. It's mental. It's absolutely mental. Oh, look at you. Go to sleep, baby. Everything is just beautiful in your world. Go to sleep, honey pie. Enjoy your rest. Wow. Incredible. Fantastic, guys. That's the Gallery of Bastards. Yeah, 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 yeah.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots that sublimely absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
The world. Boom. Let's see. Blinky says, Hugh Grant, of course. Hugh Cornwell, don't know. Hugh Hefner, right. Huey Lewis in the news. Well, it's Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Hugh Jackman, right. There's a bunch of Hughes. It's not, it's Heuyey, though. It doesn't really count. I would argue that the Beatles heavily copied Elvis. Well, no. No, I don't think so. No. I mean, the very beginning of the Beatles, though, they were copying American rock and roll, R&B, blues, jazz, black music, etc. Elvis definitely being a part of that. And but very, this boy, that's a doo-wop song. They took 3 or 4 records and then they just kind of did their own thing. Tracy Fair says, Dirk, what did you think about what? About Dirk, what did you think of Sean Lennon's interview? I didn't see it this morning. I'll watch it. I was too busy with Rose this morning, so and all that stuff. I will check it out though. But thank you, Tracy. I will look at that. I'm a big deadhead and fish head. Just scored 3 nights passes for Fish at the Sphere in April. Yeah, I would blow my brains out. Yeah, but you don't smoke pot. I think we've already established that, right? You somehow were able to do that without being a pothead. Yeah, I'm just not into jam music. Sharon loves Kiss. That's right, girl, because you're in the Kiss army. Joe LaFarmer's laughing. Blinky, blinky. So funny. It's true. Coltrane is another overrated guy. I'm way more Oscar Peterson. Bill Evans is the GOAT. The absolute GOAT. Bill Evans is the only GOAT. The GOAT. Got to play his piano. There's a video of it on the show. Oisin recorded with it. Bill's like 1948 Steinway, New York Steinway D was by far the most amazing piano I've ever played in my life. It was over Clinton Recorders. I don't know. It's owned privately now. But it was Bill Evans. Bill Evans is the greatest there was. Oscar Peterson, of course. Yeah. Coltrane. People do that. Like, I'm from Brooklyn. I listen to Coltrane and Jocko and, the Miles. Oh, God. Yeah, I think A Kind of Blue. Let me guess. A Kind of Blue is your favorite album of all time. Or, I always say A Kind of Blue. It's Kind of Blue. But, yeah, it's ridiculous. In the pub, Christmas draw on watch later. Right. All right, be in the pub. Dirk, if you've been born 25 years earlier, who would you have gone to see then? I would have gone to have seen Rosemary Clooney, Frank. I would have gone to see Julie London, Judy Garland. I would have seen Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, and the list goes on and on and on. All the shit that I listen to now. Taylor Swift, I wouldn't, but I don't get it. But that doesn't mean that other people can't get it. That's the beauty of art. She's very generous. She treats people right. I hope that guy doesn't dump her because she'll have the greatest album she ever wrote, right? Because that's what she does. Ray, I hope you win the turkey. Joe LaFar says Kiss at the Garden was monumental. Yeah, I've probably seen them. I don't know how many times at the Garden. Their homecoming show. It's been a month or two. For a long time. I saw them 77, 79, 80 at the Palladium. Very rare show. I was there. I have the ticket stub. And then I saw them for Radio City, the non-makeup years, and then, of course, when the reunions and all that stuff. So yeah, it's good stuff. What's with the Trump saint statue? Does he have one now? Hey, there's Jimmy Bucky from Hitman. We're not supposed to mention that name. Don't say it anymore. Just say, what's with its saint statue? Oh, well, listen. When you suffer from that kind of narcissism, insecurity, all you want is your name slathered in your likeness because you just want people to respect you, even if they don't. You don't care because sociopaths and narcissists don't care if what they're saying is real, as long as other people keep repeating it. That's why I'm never going to repeat his name. You made me do it. I read it, dummy. Chubb said, have you been to the Sphere before? There you go. Oops, Joe, did you go? Yeah, Joey went. Fuck yeah, Jojo. Jojo was the man who thought he was a Kiss fan. Absolutely. Absolutely. Andrew Tate was Jack Paul. I don't know. Andrew Tate, I have no time for that moron. I called that from the beginning. I don't know. There was a fascination on a bunch of channels with that guy, and he's got a fish mouth. That guy, he's ugly and he's worked out, and he's a scam artist of the century. And I just don't like him. I don't like him. Not my cup of tea. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Hey, Mimi, says Jim. By the way, I watched the new Spinal Tap last night, and it was fucking funny. It was hilarious. You know, I didn't think I wanted to watch that, and I really did. It was really funny and poignant, right? And compelling. There was some with that girl. Man, what a drummer. Woo! You should see it. I saw it. I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. I talked about it last week. You know, right after Rob Reiner passed away, and it had horrible things to say about him, which are, you know, none of it is true, other than he didn't like him and said he was a shitty president, which is all true. And he's a shitty human being and all those things. And just an overall bad person. I talked about Kiss getting smoke blown up their skirt, and then I talked about Spinal Tap too. We saw it, that it was up on HBO. So we watched it, and we howled. It was great. I got it queued up on the DVR. I was hoping it wasn't that bad. By the way, this is a picture of me and Meme from yesteryear. If you can see that real close. This was 1992 at the Brooklyn Navy Yards for the photo shoot for our second album, Viva Machina. And her Mimi got us this incredible makeup and hair stylist named Teresa Woso, who's a genius, and they kind of styled us for the whole shoot. It was pretty cool. Good stuff. It's now or never. Yeah, it's the same thing. Oh, solo mio. Yeah, it's the same thing. Exactly. Exactly. Where did I go? Did it jump? It did. Why did it jump so far? It jumped. There it is. Maybe it was really funny, but really sad at the same time. Yeah, it was really crazy. Don't remove Christmas. And Jimmy says, look out. Look out. I said that earlier on the show because I was telling the guy that I'm writing these songs for these games now. And I'm having a load of fun doing it. He said he was working on some medieval stuff or some Dungeons and Dragons. And I went, look out. And he went, what's that? I said, it's an inside joke in my band. If things get a little too Dio, we always go, look out. It's funny. And he's probably watching the show because that's where I met him. There you go. That's Jimmy, my guitar player from Hitman. And that's our little private thing, you know. Great card, Julian. Absolutely beautiful. Tilly. Oh, unbelievable. Hey, here's Carlos who goes, hey, man, happy Sunday, Dirk. Greetings from LA. Received the calendar on Friday. Thanks so much. Didn't realize my pup would be featured. Yeah, babe. If you send pictures in, yeah. I begged everybody. I begged. I have 2 coffee and 4 cigarettes before I leave the house. 4? You're supposed to wake up. Don't even shower. That's after the coffee. You go downstairs to the cafe bar in Italy, and you go cafe doppio per favore, and then you just sit there, and then you slide a cigarette, and you drink coffee, and then you go ciao, graziella, ciao, salve, blah blah, and then you go upstairs, and then you can start your day. That's how it works over there. And Melly C. loves bro. Of course, it's all fun and games until your white cat is covered in black ink. That would be a great T-shirt, Jojo. That would be really great. I remember getting a Kiss record for Christmas back in '78. I begged for it, and I got the first Kiss record I ever had was Kiss the Originals with Chad. The first album, which is great, because I got the first album, Hotter Than Hell and Dressed to Kill, in one package. So I got to listen to them from the beginning, even though I was technically 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 years late, because I didn't see them till Love Gun. 77. Not sure what's worse, the Kiss jumper or the carpet. Sorry, Melly CC. Greetings. Leave it to Dino. What carpet, Dino? Robbinsbird loves Julian's picks. Definitely, Julian is a genius indeed. Roar the Tiger says, late I am. Had to visit elderly lady in my... You're a beautiful human being. Had to visit an elderly lady in my old apartment building in New York City. Roar the Tiger. You're a beautiful person. What can I say? Amazing. Checking in on an elderly lady around Christmas time is probably the most beautiful thing you could do in the whole wide world. Mwah. Big hearts out to Roar the Tiger for that. Thank you, kind sir. You're a beautiful and exotic human being. Thank you. Hey, Roar. Everybody saying, hey, Roar. Carla says, Max Wall. I don't know what that means, Max Wall. It's crazy. How do you get a palm tree in the UK? They grow wild there, Blinky. Ireland and England have palm trees. You know who doesn't have palm trees? Los Angeles. They were brought there by the Franciscan monks. Of course, the monks did it. But isn't it crazy? Completely true. 100% true. Good evening, Dirk and all the bashes. One more day of work, and then that's it. Have a great show. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Kiki, so much. No, Dirk, not my house. Gardeners are previously noisy parkers. Of course, you're just spying on other people. That's funny. That's all good. Yeah, and then talking about the restoration. Hey, Mark. Oof, says Mark Martinez. Loving that. Nice polishing. Hi, Dirk and gang. Wow, so great to see. The restoration would be double the price of a new one. For sure it would. 100%. This satinization only leads to satanization. Look out. Cool Blinky. Yeah, that's a beautiful citizen. We love his citizen collection. I love that he loves it. We love it. Beautiful doggo. I know. Dirk is correct. Millie's waiting for that. Everybody's waiting for their daddy. She's waiting for her daddy too. I saw one fish show at the Sphere last year and it cost a fortune. Got lucky this time and got a 3-night passes. Three nights of that. Psychedelics definitely had an influence. Hey, Rufus. Had to influence my taste in music. Not a fan of the Dead or jam bands either. It's just not my thing. Yeah. I mean, you can listen to us, and them. I mean, that I get. You could take drugs and love it. That I get because it's so musical. Roar the Tiger, Sharon, please excuse the following as you may see it as inappropriate. I don't know what. Did you say something inappropriate? The following. Something's coming. Something's coming. Something good. Mark in Brooklyn says, hi, Mark in Brooklyn. Joe, thank you, lighting a candle. Thank you, buddy boy. You're so awesome. Jojo, thank you so much. Great mass to you. Thank you for coming. Sharon, you're lovely. What color are your eyes? Listen, how could that be offensive? She's gorgeous. And we all say it. She's the sexiest, most hottest glamour on the whole wide world, and a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful human being. And her eyes are her best feature. They're so beautiful. Maxwell is the guy in tights. Oh, is that who that is? Hey, thanks for educating me. Fine, sir. Roof through. If my sister is a fan of the Dead, dragged me to shows as a kid. I was 10 when I first saw the Dead, and Phil Lesh. I mean, I know everything about the Dead because I know Mimi and I knew her brother, and I'm a student of music, so I care deeply about stuff. But it's just Sugar Magnolia. Like I would rather just I'd rather just get weights tied to my cinder blocks tied to my feet. It's not my thing at all. I'd rather go see Oasis. But I'm bummed. Guys, that's Sunday Mass. I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for my tongue-in-cheeky, beautiful bashers. Thank you for the Sunday. I'll be back on Tuesday, and we'll figure out the schedule thing, and I'll go check once I'm done here to see exactly the schedule for the weeks. But I'm not going to interrupt that much. I have no plan to do so at this point in the game. So thank you guys so very much. Guys, remember to go in peace and love and serve the bash. You're the most beautiful people in the whole wide world, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And I'll see you Tuesday, Wednesday, and we'll figure out what we're going to do for Christmas, right? We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll definitely figure it out. Mwah. Go in peace to love and serve the bash. Nomine Padre, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. Look out.
The choir sweet hymn, it lifts a sigh of prayer all the days our hearts desire. It's Sunday Mass to be inspired.
We gather here, our faith like fire.
Together